Yeah, Path of Peril would be like the card you would play there, but it's also just like, again, like I think the 1-mana removal spells are just so much more important, and then you have Damnation as your sweepers. Kind of a slow hand, but I'm gonna keep. On the draw gets Kihira. Final party might be good to your target 7 mana. You can get Emrakul and Goryo's Vengeance. Okay, let's. I don't know what Final Parting does. It is cool to see another obscure mono black card that hasn't been suggested though. Although it's not popping up. Okay, search library for 2 cards. Okay, yeah, I'm not in the market for 5 mana tutors. I think I need to take the Reclamation out of this hand. I guess sorry, Golos is a 5-mana tutor, but Golos is a 5-mana tutor that like is also stapled to a threat that impacts the board. You know what I mean? 5-mana tutors that do not impact the board at sorcery speed are all completely unplayable in Modern. They are all completely unplayable. Yeah, so I'm hoping that they use their Archmage's Charm to counter the Liliana instead of, I guess if they draw 2, then we're fine with that. If it resolves, I'll discard the Damnation. They might make a token. A deck tech for Toborg. Alright, so 3 cards in hand, one of them is a Typhoon. Do play the deck turn and need more ramp? Then just put a ramp I could technically try. Are we still we're still adventure shifting? Okay. Show gates think of the 20 months. Hold on. Need the Urborg pretty badly. So they're gonna draw 2 in response. We're gonna brick on our Inquisition. I know we've talked about this deck to death in the past, just absolutely talked it to death. So this is the ramp, Careful Cultivation. I feel like I would rather just play Search for Tomorrow. Oh, you can't play it because of, right, yes, it has to be a creature. I always forget the goofy restrictions. They drew 2 ices. They draw like kind of the, I guess that kills a shark. I don't know. I don't know if I've got anything for you, Toborg. I can't think of any obvious changes. I think you have a fine draft of your pet deck still. It still seems to be about as, you know, goofy as it always is. I don't know. I don't know if I have anything for you today. Let me see what we draw here. Okay. Big draw step. No worries, yeah, we could get a mod to refund you, because I just have, like, actually no input this time. Okay, they found a fetch land for their Ren. I think if we draw a Swamp, we could technically cast the Griselbrand, but I doubt it's resolving. Just gonna suspend the tutor. Pop the Blast Zone, pass. Can we board out all our removal? Yeah, we can. Which is super important for matchups like this. But yeah, we can. We're gonna cut the Damnations and the pushes for 4 Voidwalkers and Emrakul and the 4th Golos. Yeah, you cascade into Merchant Scroll so you can get. Wait, hold on. The Merchant Scroll. Yeah, so the Merchant Scroll gets you Spell Shift, and then Spell Shift casts you Primal Surge, and that's the you Spell Shift your Adventure creature. That's the combo. Okay, if we have to draw Urborg this turn. Okay, so close. We're just like... we're just not Griselbranding this turn. Alright, pass back. We've got a Profane Tutor coming off suspends. Oh, they're hardcasting another one? So they must have Counterspell. They must have Counterspell, so I should probably grab another Inquisition here. I do have 2, 6... Yeah, I have enough to Inquisition than Griselbrands. Is there... Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. If they have 2 counterspells, I'll cry. Oh, they just don't have counterspell. Well, I mean, that's obviously a fine outcome for us too. So I guess we Damnation first. I am going to draw 7. Alright, Griselbrand versus 2 Hardcast Typhoon. Just a normal game of Modern. Just a totally normal game of Modern. They have Otawara. I just recast Griselbrand. I mean, I guess I can't, lifelink with it, but I don't think it's that big a deal. Yeah, I did the same thing, little bro, but thank you for going through it, because I missed one. We 3-2'd the last league. They get Otawara on my draw step? What does the draw step have to do with it? Yeah, it just goes to hand on top of library. No, it is Reclamation. We thought seized the Reclamation earlier. Turn 1. Yeah, you're good. So I imagine that they're going to Otawara the Griselbrands in combat. It's a good draw. Okay, I'm going to bait with a Karn. Bait with a Karn. I think I'm grabbing Ratchet Bomb. And I think I might rather Archon Resolve than Griselbrand if they did find a counterspell. We're at draw 7. Yeah, thank you for the, thank you for the hello, people. I saw the $10 and just read your message. Tear my deck apart, sitting it now. I can do that. That's what I specialize in, even. Okay, put it down to... They discard the Deluge. I can also Expedition Map for Takenuma. It's a Griselbrand again next turn. Pass back. This deck's between 400 and 500 ticks, I think. I'll get to the deck tech after this game in between rounds. I'll start it in between rounds. Can't you Karn to get Bliss Simple their face off? We can, but like they're about to deluge and they're really like you to find counter magic. So we'll see, right? Like we could try to do that. Yeah, this deck has been just so fun to play. Okay, so let's go sack map. Get the Takenuma. Play Cabal Coffers number 4. Go to combat. Get their last card out of their hand, kill the shark. They're responding. Yeah, I expected them to main phase the Deluge. I don't really know why they didn't. They may go for a double block. We could blow them out with the push. Is there any chance to improve the on-math matchup? I don't know. I don't actually think the on-math matchup is that bad. It could be just some copium, but I feel like it's probably fine. Like you're a big mana deck. You can go. I think we misplayed pretty there was a game where we had like Archon and Griselbrand in play, and it all just came crumbling down. I feel like we could have played differently. But it's also true, like, the modern player base in general seems to be obsessed with fixing the Omnath matchup, but everybody's obsessed with fixing the Omnath matchup, but nobody wants to play a deck that Omnath is weak to. And so, like, I don't think the Omnath is super weak to our deck, but, like, to fix... Like, we could just play different... something else if we were trying to specifically beat Omnath. Okay, so we're just going to Ballista them, but I guess I'll push the other Shark. Yeah, you can play Burn. This Wilderness Reclamation deck, looks like they're playing my list, has a great Omnath matchup. Titan, Lotus Field, Tron. All are going to get the job done for you. Like, and when I say get the job done, I do mean you will be a favorite in the matchup, right? You will have a favorable matchup. I don't mean that you are going to beat it every single time. Well, easily beating 2 Hardcast Typhoons. Gonna bring in the Everpool. Okay, we'll get to the deck tech. Augur of Autumn, Birds of Paradise, Fiend Artisan, Ignoble Hierarch, Satyr Wayfinder, Scavenging Goose, Tissue Supplier, Wraith, Undead Butcher, Wrath of Geist, +X or X the number of creature cards in your yard. Awesome. Null of the Bone. I would sideboard the Null of the Bones. Just be an aggro deck game 1. Can we play a Gold Tree? Is Gold Tree... I don't know, man. Let me read Gold Tree again. Gold Tree's like 8 mana Tintin, 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. Yeah, I feel like I want to play Gold Tree over the Grave Strength and the... Well, maybe the Grave Strength is a sorcery. I want to play some Gold Trees. Maybe over Fiend Artisan. Maybe Fiend Artisan's fine. Maybe over Augur of Autumn. Okay, two Dryad Arbors is like too many. I wouldn't put any Dryad Arbors in the deck. So like maybe -1 Knot of the Bone, -2 Unearths, 2 Augur of Autumns, +1 Grist, -1 Boseiju, -2 Dryad Arbors. For like the 4th Overgrown Tomb. Or no, sorry, just play the green-black fast lands. You should have 4 green-black fast lands and less peatlands, but 18 lands is fine, but don't play any Dryad Arbors. We'll play some Ghoul Trees. Play some Ghoul Trees. This is fine on the draw against Wreck. Yeah, I think the idea is really fun. I don't think that's particularly competitive, but that's what I would change to improve the deck overall. Yeah, you could play Vengevine. Vengevine's obviously fine, but no Veil of Summer, no Veil of Summer. They have 2 Rin and 6s, though. No, that's just not fair. I'm never even gonna have a window to bog their fetch land. Yeah, that's gonna be my recommendations for the changes. I would play the werewolf that destroys artifacts enchantments over Kappa Tech Runner. Probably play 4 Fulminators in the board too. No, we didn't play any Prowess today. Liliana, so bad against Ren. Yeah, Unearth is in the deck. I thought that you kind of maybe you don't want to trim them. Maybe there's other rooms to trim, but I want to see some Gold Trees. All right, if you're gonna play that deck, let's play some Gold Trees. I hate blue-white. I want to beat it so bad. Don't like burn. What should I do? The red-black deck that I like to play has a pretty good burn matchup, in my opinion. All right, look at this chat. We're just not gonna plus Liliana. We're just not gonna plus it. Or if it gets a counterspell, that's fine. That's great, even. It's great. Perfect. Yeah, probably side out Gold Trees in a lot of matchups, but I mean, I don't know. Your deck's like just dead to rest in peace, anyways. I don't know if there's a good sideboard plan against rest in peace for you. Well, I think their hand is 3 lands, or maybe 2 lands, or 3 lands mystery card after the Ren plus. Oh, they have the second Ren and 6. Second Ren and 6 land mystery card. I am just gonna go in and go Karn for Needle and hope. The red-black deck is good against blue-white. Yeah, the red-black rock is the best deck in Modern against blue-white control, in my opinion. Even post-Luris ban. You are a deck that's playing 4 Den of the Bugbear, 3 Mandic Turok, Dauthi Voidwalker, Kroxa, Ragavan, Liliana the Veil Season Pyromancer. These cards are all phenomenal against blue-white. Oh yeah, so I did misspeak. I didn't mean good against burn. I mean the initial question was about blue-white, right? I'm not misremembering that. So they don't have too many answers to the Needle. It's really just like the Force of Vigors in the side. I'm not sure that they even necessarily brought those in. I'm not sure what we're doing with the Karn here. They're thinking about responding to my fetch. Let me just cast a Voidwalker, see what they do. They don't have a bolt. They would have already bolted the Karn. 4-color out advantage decks that try to keep on cards. Lose a deck to go over the top, but try to sneak underneath. Yeah, well, I think that trying to sneak underneath is not entirely true, because like the premier aggro deck in Modern is Hammer Time, and the Omnath deck is actually really good against Hammer Time, but for I don't think every aggro deck is good against Omnath, but I do think specifically Burn has a favorable matchup. But I do think that that's a pretty good evaluation. I'm going to get a Nihil Spellbomb. This is good against Memory Deluge, or then being able to answer the Needle. Oh, I guess the Voidwalker already beat the Deluge. Want to get Citadel? I would have gotten Golos if I hadn't boarded it in. Yeah, I was worried about a Shark too. There's not much we could do about it. But yeah, this is if they can't answer the Needle, like being able to get their Charm gone is really important. And then the Voidwalker exiles the rest of their yard. Yeah, it's really hard to replace Ragavan and Red Black Rock. I don't know, man. You can play Dark Confidant instead, but it is not an easy swap. Okay, there's a Golos to get me an Urborg. We beat a Hardcast Typhoon last game. But it's a bit of a different animal, I suppose, when they are untapping their mana. They are a bit flooded though, so it's possible they don't have anything to follow this up with. Alright. Scary. How do you feel your Coffers deck deals with blue-white? I haven't played the matchup very much, but I haven't lost to it. I think I'm like 2-0 against blue-white. And now I've added the Emrakul, so the matchup should even, in theory, be better. What is their hand? So I think it's just all lands. They had Ren and 6 for a long time. They really have 6. I guess I could have gone for lethal. I mean, obviously, like, they might still have a counterspell. We can only put them to 1 here, but I think we're probably going to be in good shape. Yeah, the double Profane Tutor off Golos was good. We've also cast Griselbrand off of it, I think, at least once. Miss Lethal. Well, again, I intentionally thought I was trying to play around counter magic here, you know, by playing the Liliana first. Like, there is a difference between missing lethal and playing around counter magic. Is this deck the time I've casted Griselbrand? I've hard cast Griselbrand on turn 1 in Legacy. You missed lethal after counterspell wasn't out. Oh, sorry. You're saying I could have killed Kihira. I see. I did miss lethal then. Yeah, kill Kihira attack. I did miss that. Yes. Or Edict Kihira. Yeah. Okay, I did miss lethal then. Playing against a Yori on the Sky Nomad. Let's keep this hand. I like that we've got a Bloodchief's Thirst for Ren and 6. Where'd my game log go? There we go. We're trying to build Tax's typical deck that focuses on mana denial, restriction, Boros, colors, utilize biggest moon. Thoughts on the list in chat? Yeah, you can post link. I also saw that Mengu reposted a like really sick Boros Taxes list that I thought looked great. So I can copy that here. Yeah, I saw this list that I thought looked pretty good. Maybe not the Timeless Dragons, and maybe I would play Magus over Blood Moon, but I thought it looked pretty clean. Maybe not exactly what you're asking for. Kind of want to play around Spreading Seas this turn by not playing a land. Okay, I would not recommend ever putting Path to Exile in the main deck of your modern decks ever again. You need to play Solitude, or I think I would be playing 4 Solitude, 4 March of Otherworldly Light. But you even said it yourself, like you want to be a mana denial deck. Path to Exile is so bad at being a mana denial card, especially when you're not even playing the Cats. If you're gonna play Path, you 100% have to play Lead and Arbiter, but you can't play Path without it, and you just shouldn't play Path anyways. Path is just not good. Okay, can Golos next turn if they don't Spreading Seas me or counter the map, I guess. But if I was gonna build like maybe this version, I would be playing I think 4 March of Otherworldly Light, 4 Solitude, 0 Skyclave Apparition. But yeah, Path to Exile Magus of the Moon is also a huge nombo, where you give your opponent basic lands to use their mana on. I would play the 4th Aether Vial for sure. I don't like I don't like their Fulminator Mage as a recruiter target. Double red is pretty tough. You only have 2 recruiters anyways. I would just play another recruiter potentially. But I'm also like not even that big of a fan of recruiter in general. It's really slow. You have no like card advantage cards to get off of it besides Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, so I would be like -4 Path, +4 Solitude, -3 Skyclave Apparition for +1 Vial, and -1 and then also -2 Recruiters, -1 Fulminator Mage for +4 March of Otherworldly Light. I think that's an even split, and then I think you can maybe cut this 3rd Archon for the 3rd Magus if you feel like that's better in the metagame, or just, you know, can figure out maybe a different game plan. Sideboard more Maguses, sideboard more Archons. Vial is a totally playable modern card. I just don't understand the... They're gonna ice me? I just don't understand people who crumble to dust when their Aether Vial gets Prismatic Ending. It's just not that big a deal. Oh, they have Assassin's Trophy? They have Beseiju. Okay. That's pretty good. Help, I'm too weak. They've Prismatic Endinged my Aether Vial. They've 1-for-1'd me for 1 mana. I can't go on. I've played plenty of Vial decks. Vial's fine. I think I'm gonna get a Citadel. Just slam that bad boy next turn. Played any Grid since last YouTube video? I played it all day Monday, so there's probably some extra content there for you. Alright, so those are just kind of some general thoughts there for you. I know that the Taxes deck is also really hard to build. You can take a look at the Mingu list for like a Yorion version. There's like just so you have to spend a lot of time with it too to figure it out perfectly. Is Crumble just too slow against Tron as Omnath Pile? It's probably worse than other options. Like I would rather see you play like Magus of the Moon or Morbisejus or Alpine Moons, just kind of anything else to be honest. But like it isn't like truly terrible. You don't like Skyclave? No, Skyclave is not good at Modern anymore, I think. Like, I used to be, like, Skyclave's biggest fan, and now I'm just, like, kind of totally off of it. Dude, they're main decking Magus. This is, like... This is getting out of hand, chat. I might just get a Torpor Orb here. No, let's get a Coating. I like making Karn all of a sudden like a must-kill card when I've just got like nothing but threats. What is this? 3 mana in their upkeep. White, blue, blue. Is this Otawara? March of Otherworldly like the Coating, sure. Gonna discard Marsh Flats, and then I think I just grab the Coating again. Another deck tech. So many deck techs today. Final thoughts on the Gen Shadow deck. I feel like the Traverses, I think if I'm gonna play Traverse, I think I only want to play 3. But I think I may just not want to play Traverse at all. Okay, back-to-back deck techs. Most of the chat, I'll get to them when we've got a moment here. Grabbing Ballista would present lethal. Well, I don't have Urborg in play. I can't make I don't have 30 mana for a Ballista this turn. No, it wouldn't present lethal. I don't have 30 mana right now. But I can also like I can get it later too. Shucks. Okay, I guess what I have to do is, unfortunately, play a land first. Maybe I didn't have to do it this way. But I can get the Urborg off the Golos, and then my second Coffers taps for a lot more mana. We should be fine here. I guess it's bad if they have a Bolt or Die, but I can't help myself. Dude, Profane Tutor, Bolas, and Citadel has just like, this has been so fun. Profane Tutor also good with Golos. Okay. There's some fun shenanigans with Grinning Ingus. Well, Grinning Ingus is still like -1 mana with Bergie, right? It's not Infinite Storm, is it? It would just have to be Infinite Storm for me to like it. So I want to bring in the Emrakul. Is Profane Tutor Death of 4 of? Yes, it is. I don't want to unleash my fury upon you, but Profane Tutor is one of the best cards in the deck. Oh, whoops! It's super important to make the deck function. I don't really understand the Profane Tutor hate. It's like just very good at enabling your mana engine and then finding you any card in your deck too. Like the deck just, in my opinion, doesn't even work without the tutors. I was playing 3 for a long time. I'm really happy with 4 at the moment. I think let's submit this. Okay, did you guys post your links in the chat for the deck techs? I see double D's or double 70 and then Doodle Man. Doodle Man, can you post your link in the chat for the deck tech? So this is a Blue-Red Murktide list. Okay, easy enough. Obviously, like, with Murktide, like, all you have is, like, a lot of flex spots, and it's going to change a lot. So all I can really do is offer you, like, what I think is good in the flex spots at the moment. And this is, like, definitely going to be advice that's going to be very flexible and change. At the moment, I'm not in love with Spell Piercers in the main deck. I think that there's a lot of creature decks at the moment. Unless you think that the Spell Piercers are like particularly good in the Omnath matchup, which I'm not convinced there are. I'm kind of really interested in a Dress Down as one of your one Dress Down as a flex spot in Murktide. It also does help you with helps you a decent amount with Delirium issues, which is pretty nice. And I also like I'm not sure what I would want for this, but I'm kind of interested in like one more card advantage spell. Dude, they have Force. I'm kind of interested in one more card advantage spell. So like I think like you could even main deck a Jace right now and have it be okay, or you could main deck one Spell Pierce and it would be fine too. So that's just kind of my thoughts. I'm not in love with the main deck Spell Pierces, but they're not the end of the world, obviously. And then I actually would play 0 copies of Blood Moon in my sideboard of Murktide right now. Like it's like so much. Like you could play Magus if you wanted, but I think that Blood Moon does not help you that much against the 4-color Omnath decks, and you're already pretty good against Titan and Tron. So I would kind of recommend maybe playing like the third dispute, maybe even 4 disputes for the Omnath matchup. It's kind of wild, but like that is your hard matchup in the metagame, and I think that's maybe what you need to do to hedge against it. Maybe play the third subtlety too for the big mana matchups, and it gets easier if you move one of the dress downs to the main. I also like usually like Fury way more as a main deck card than a sideboard card in Murktide, but it is an okay sideboard card. So again, all I can really ever offer with Murktide is just like a lot of loose thoughts. Dude, do not Karn the Great Crater. Do not have a land. I'm gonna be pissed. Magus, thank you for the 11 months. We'll do Doodle Mans in a second. Zoomer Scred, oh boy. Okay, thankfully can't cast the Karn. Oh man, that would have been so frustrating. I mean, the Ragavan is already... it's already getting us pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm getting Castle Locthwain or... just another Coffers, Takenuma. I think I get another Coffers, because I've got the Emrakul in the deck. Okay, so I'll get to the rest of the deck tech, but the first thing I see here is you have Synthesizer. You can't play Synthesizer in this deck. Your curve is way too high. Like, I think Synthesizer has been good when you have sack outlets for it, and your curve stops at 2. Those are like the very rare decks where Synthesizer is a really good card. In this deck, Synthesizer is not good here, I think. I'll get to the rest of it, but that's just kind of the first thing I see. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure we just get a Coffers with this one, and then hope that our top decks are really kind to us. Alright, that's a start. I'm gonna get the Cataracts. Alright, so I feel like if I was gonna play Scred in Modern, I would play the new 3-mana Chandra, the one from Crimson Vow, the one that lets you cast red spells from the top. I think that card's great. Also, Cleansing Wildfire and Blood Moon is a big nombo. I guess I see your synergy with Citadel, but it's a big nombo to give your opponents basic lands. I think you have to play one or the other. I would play the 4th Fury, probably. Oh, this is fine. Yeah, I actually get to... I get to Golos and activate it this turn, right? Yeah, I would play 4 of the 3-mana Chandra. Whatever, can someone say Chandra Dress to Kill? Thank you. 4 Lightning Bolts over the... I don't like Abrade very much. No Cleansing Wildfires. 4th copy of Fury. Probably 4th copy of Bone Crusher. 4th copy of Blood Moon. No Synthesizers. I would also play 23. I would play 4 Den of the Bugbear. 4 Den of the Bugbear. I would be off the Darksteel Citadel plan. 4 Den of the Bugbear. One of the red channel lands. So I guess you're Scred. Maybe just cut the Screds. Like, are the Screds even good here? Maybe they're fine. Yeah, I get with the Emrakul in the deck. I think I just want to get another Coffers. I think we have exactly enough here. Awesome. Emrakul. Okay, this is pretty good, though. Not quite Emrakul. The game has ended, baby! Dude, this is a sick hit. These are sick hits. Spike, why are you playing Golos over Invoke Despair? Golly. That was crazy. Dang it, but that's kind of... I think at that point, up to you to decide where to go from there. So, probably playing against Titan. This hand's not very good against Titan, unfortunately. Thoughtseize probably improves us a little bit. Okay. Are the YouTube Mono Black off from stream or some offline? I recorded one offline for Channel Fireball. But yeah, all the YouTube videos on my channel are just uploaded stream VODs. I don't have the time to stream for 6 hours a day, then record, then like play test off stream, write channel fireball articles, and then record for the YouTube off stream. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I love to draw fetch lands. Dryad was such a sick top deck. Yeah, you could play Faceless Haven as like a snow utility land, but that's just kind of like a direction you need to choose to go. Either play like the good red utility lands or play the mediocre card spread. Fetch lands? Nope. Grinning Ingus is Infinite Storm with Bergie. I guess I can't remember how Grinning Ingus is phrased. It's also like very mana intensive. It's a 3-card combo. It's like, I don't know. There's maybe something there, yeah. I don't know. I think like the task of untapping with the task of untapping with a Bergie is a very arduous task. Okay, land would be great, so we could just edict this silly Dryad. Land. Bummer. Okay, we just need our opponent to flood out for the entire rest of the game. Then we need to draw really well. Could also use Runaway Steamkin. Yeah, I get it. It's just a tough spot. Like Runaway Steamkin, Bergie, Ingus, these are all just like so fragile to removal, and Modern is definitely the format full of efficient removal spells. Probably Vesuva their Saga here, right? They didn't Vesuva the Saga. That's really surprising. Alright, well, this lets us get Cabal Coffers Urborg going next turn. My opponent's hand is Celestia Sanctuary, Vesuva, Mystery Card. There's no way that Mystery Card is in any way relevant, so I'm just going to pass here. Push the Saga token. Yeah, Bergie Runaway Steamkin, that could be a Pioneer thing. I really like Runaway Steamkin, by the way. That card is awesome. Yeah, Golos has been phenomenal. Seems to win more, what do I know? Nah, it's been really good. Like, just imagine if it was it's really often a 4-mana spell in this deck. And just imagine what Golos looks like at 4 mana. Or not, 4 mana is maybe an exaggeration, but you cast it on turn 4. It's just, like, such a big deal. At the very least, it's better. I think it's the best 5-drop we have access to. So much synergy. It's very synergistic, very powerful. Adds consistency. Just kind of does it all. I will obviously concede to a Titan. You can concede to that too. Get their Summoner's Pact, play another lands, Titan, kill us. So we lost a pretty close matchup against Titan earlier. I brought in the 4 Voidwalkers, I think, for the second Damnation, the second Bloodchief's Thirst, the 4th Push, and the Cling. And then, like, you could also play the Emrakul in this matchup. It's kind of slow. Wins the game if you cast it, obviously. And these games, I do think, go longer than you expect them to. But I think I'm gonna not. Mulligan that hand too. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna not Thoughtseize on turn 1, and then hope to cast a Primeval Titan off the Voidwalker on turn 3, and get Urborg, Cabal Coffers, and win with Karn. This is my game plan. Why not Torpor Orb? We're a Karn deck. We can Karn for Orb. Main deck Orb also like hurts our Golos, so it's not like you like really are like hurting to hardcast that one. Please just have a Primeval Titan in your hand. Oh, it'd be so sick to like cast a Titan in the Cabal Coffer Urborg deck. I should get double coffers first, right? I should get double coffers and I can get the Urborg off the Titan attack. Let's just hope, right? Please. Yes! Oh, they also have Emrakul? It's just way better to get Titan here. I'm currently 2-1 with the Elder Deep Fiend Affinity deck. I thought about playing it today. This is not Emrakul the Aeon's Torn, this is Emrakul the Promised End. You don't just win with it. If it was Aeon's Torn, we would obviously cast that one. It would not have been bad. It would not have been bad, though. Yeah, maybe we should be playing Titan in our deck, huh? I'm gonna look at this one. If we consider asking you guys a sideboard card, again, your sideboard's just super taxed. I don't think you have room for it. You can't have like super narrow sideboard cards like that, I think. If you go to 5. I kind of just want another Voidwalker Thoughtseize hand. That could be kind of greedy. This hand's really slow though. Doesn't even have that much upside. This hand's not that good either, but at least it does have upside. I guess I'll keep the Castle Locthwain over the basic Swamp. This hand is a turn 4 Golos, turn 1 Inquisition. Titan seems scary. I mean, Titan's always scary. There's like basically no deck you like besides like Mill where you're like, ooh, Titan, we're gonna have some fun today. They even have Besage You. Ugh, that hand's really good. We could something like another discard spell. Maybe we're gonna do okay. Profane Tutor's not bad. As like, you know, we have better draws, but it's a little bit of help. Yeah, Give Storm is usually good against Titan. So if they have another untapped land in their hand and we don't draw a Thoughtseize or a Fatal Push or a Liliana of the Veil, they can Titan next turn. But then we can tutor Damnation. We did draw Thoughtseize. They didn't have the untapped land either. This is gonna be close. I'm holding the Urborg or holding Coffers because we know they've got the Besage You. Their hand is Grazer, Valakut, Besage You mystery card. That's a DRC Marty Obas Shadow even without access to Bobble. DRC is not that good without Bobble. Okay, their draw for turn was Crumbling Vestige. They can deal me 3 if they play the Besage You out. They decide to hold the Besage You instead. I'm not sure what we're getting here. Necromancer to tutor versus combo Titan? I don't know, maybe. Feels like a little lost in the sauce. Yeah, Invoke Despair would be pretty good if they didn't have the Grazer. It's just like not that good into the Grazer. It might still be fine. Lily Plus get the. They just channel Besage You in response. That's not good. Invoke hits enchantments. Yeah, but I'm saying like, it's okay, but like I only get to draw 1 card off of it. I know what Invoke Despair does. It's creature first, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then we can maybe try to Golos for whichever half of the combo that they break up with the Besage You. Yeah, I know Invoke kills Dryad, but I'm just saying, like, it's not that powerful at killing Dryad. Like, I could just get a Fatal Push and kill Dryad for 1 mana, right? And then, like, instead of killing it for 5 mana, but I do get to draw 1 card this way. And then killing the Grazer is relevant because it makes, like, Liliana much better. Oh, they let me draw 2 cards instead of sacking the Grazer. I don't know that they understood how that worked. If they kill Urborg, it's unlikely we can cast Golos. I mean, I guess we have to draw a land. But I guess you're right. They kill the Coffers. I guess we still need to draw land for Golos. Fuck. Fuck. You just can't fade a Titan ever, I guess. You just can never fade it. Yeah, Liliana's good. I guess, should I push the Grazer? I don't think there's anything I can draw that like really makes me want to push the Grazer, because I could just draw Lily, push in, then Lily. 2 Sagas. Interesting. I think we're just supposed to slam the Golos. They can't. They have to pay for pacts. I guess they can just get. They can get bounce lands, besiege you. But if that's what they're doing with the pact, you know, it's not the end of the world. We've got some top decks. Drew Saga for turn. Mono red Grinding Breach with Bergie Steamkin Synthesizer. So many ways to go in for to draw cards. But yeah, but it's all really fragile. The problem with like untopping with Bergie, like, you know, is really powerful, but it's so hard. There's no end to like good 3 mana like crazy card advantage creatures to untop with in Modern. There's just millions of them. It's just never the choke point for the deck. Alright, got a lot of mana. Not enough mana to play second Golos, and yeah, we can get the Cataracts, but... So I can Fatal Push Dryad. They can only make 1 token here. Oh, but they're gonna get double Amulet. No, we're super dead. Right. I guess, is there maybe a way I can draw something off the Castle Locthwain? Golos can't save us today, huh? 2. It didn't seem like wrong or anything. Please explain how Golos is in the deck. It's very good, very good. Risen, 21 months, appreciate ya. Does it spin the tutor here on turn 2? Guess off basic swamp. Might not have to pay any life for the Delta, because we have the, we're gonna get an Urborg next turn probably. There's also a chance like you want to hold up Revolt for push, by not sacking the Delta. Risen 21 months. I am having a really good day. I had an awesome time last night at the Oliver Tree concert with Esther. Feeling good. Calc, thank you for Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Although I totally forgot what concerts are like. Where, like, we showed up, like, when the doors opened, we got some drinks, we bought some merch, and then we waited for, like, an hour for the opening band to start, and then there was a second opening band we didn't know about, and then, and then, like, the second opening band ended, and then it was, like, 30 minutes between their set and then Oliver coming out. And so, if I had remembered how concerts were, maybe we would have showed up a little later. Awesome Rage. Love to see our first-time chatters. T-Vin, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate you. Oh boy. Anybody want to hardcast a Griselbrand next turn? Surely nobody in the chat wants to hardcast a Griselbrand next turn. Why'd you waste it? They'll just counter it. I mean, if they have counter magic up, I don't think we're just gonna slam here. But I thought there was, but since they countered something this turn, I thought there was a chance they'd like Murktide us here or something. Oliver Trees, who we went and saw last night. Big fan. 6 cards in their hand. I haven't been playing much off-stream Elden Ring. I don't know, like, I feel like everybody's beating it now, or like they're getting it very far in the late game. But I've played maybe like 3 or 4 hours this week, and I'm having a really good time exploring. I just finished this really long side quest, but I'm not like, I don't feel like I'm close to finishing it. But I really want to finish it because I really just like want to start like finding out like all the secrets I missed and, you know, all that fun stuff. All right, we need a bait spell. At least that buys us time to like find a different bait spell. Was it wacky, zany, weird? It was a little weird. Oliver Tree is a goofy guy, but it was like good weird, I feel. You fool. I've been sandbagging the Griselbrand this whole time. You've fallen right into my trap. Griselbrand's a 7/7 too, so it doesn't die to heat. Bolts me. I'm gonna go down to 8 life here. Murktide Regent, Counterspell, Expressive Iteration, Spell Pierce. Let me take the Iteration, and then we can go push Ragavan, Karn for Spellbomb, and it's okay to not get the card off the Spellbomb, I think. I think we'll live. I think we'll be okay. I've legit never seen a hardcast Griselbrand. Yeah, it feels really weird to just be hardcasting Griselbrand in this deck, but I've liked it a lot so far. So in this matchup, I think I've been like just resubmitting a lot. I've also been bringing in the like one Golos sometimes. Yeah, I think cutting the Griselbrand for the Golos makes sense. I know it's obviously good there, but what I don't like about Griselbrand in this matchup is it actually just chump blocks Murktide Regent a lot of the time. And then like lowering the curve against the counterspell deck makes a little sense. Be right back.
What's up? It's me, your friend Inspiring Spike. 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 What's up? It's me, your friend Inspiring Spike.
Okay, sorry for the wait, everybody. I think I have to keep this on the draw against Murktide. It's like just too important to have like thoughts of pushing opening hand. Oh gosh, okay, I'll turn those off. No turn 1 creature. They do have consider counterspell, iteration, force. I think I'll just take the iteration. My hand's not that weak to counterspells because I don't have any spells. At least Crystal doesn't die to heat. Wasn't better cut Archon. Archon is like, it's just so bad to like be like behind and low on life and have to chump block Murktide with Griselbrand. I've been in that spot a couple times. Archon like comes down, stabilizes, kills a creature. If they heat it, it's like still like pretty massive amount of card advantage for you. But like game 1, it not dying to heat is relevant, you know. How did they burn? Sorry, I didn't realize they could Murktide this early here. Yeah, I guess we're pretty toast. They've got Murktide with 2 counter spells up, and we are just going to be too slow here on the draw. It is true, like, our deck used to be a lot better against Murktide Regent when we had the 4 copies of Invoke Despair. But, Golos is, you know, worse against specifically Murktide for sure. Alright. Solid hand. This hand would be pretty good against my opponent's last hand, where they don't have a turn 1 creature and they've got like a lot of counter magic. But we'll see if they have turn 1 Ragavan, we might be in some trouble. I've got a few other decks prepped. We'll see how we're feeling at the end of this league. This league has been a bit longer than the first 2. Guess Golos plus it on the sideboard. Feels to me to do similar things. 2 slots for 1 thing. They're different because you can actually board the Golos in. You can't really board the Citadel in. So like obviously like also having like a powerful threat on 4 and 5 on the curve is pretty relevant too. Like I don't want to discount that at all. Any thought increase the number of hard removal spells to help deal with Titan's Murktide? I mean I don't know, dude. Like we have a lot of ways to deal with Titan Murktide still with the Lilies and the Damnations. I think it's just kind of going to be okay. Okay, I'm going to get Urborg here so that I can cast a Golos next turn. Not that I definitely will cast Golos. Like, there's a good chance I just end up going Profane Tutor, Bojuka Bog. But I want to be able to punish my opponent for tapping out for something. Although kind of hard to punish them for tapping out for that. That being said, I think I'm just going to be totally fine grabbing Cabal Coffers, seeing what I draw, which is a Blast Zone. Suspending Tutor, bogging them. Pass. Okay, got deck tech for lands. Sorry, I turned the notifications off because someone was spamming the bits. But I get to your deck tech in a second. Otter Control. I love Lutri. You know, for the Lutri decks, it's a little hard to give, like, good feedback on, I feel. Since it's, like, a lot of the Lutri decks comes down to, like, oh, I want to play my pet cards. I want to play the cool, fun stuff. I think I'm going to Golos this turn. It's going to get countered, but, like, Liliana lets me double spell next turn after I get the Profane Tutor. So I think I just want to play the bigger spell here, then get, like, a nice double spell off next turn. I might grab another Golos off the Profane Tutor. We'll see. Could also maybe grab Archon. I think I'm one short of Lily plus Archon next turn. Yeah, it's hard to give a lot of constructed feedback. Other cards I thought I included DRC for filtering. I do like DRC. I don't think Burst Lightning is super necessary. Vision is cool because it's good with Lutri, but Vision is also like generally a little weak, I feel. So I'm not sure about that one. I could also get Cling to Dust here. Could get Cling to Dust. I'm gonna get another Golos. We already have the Castle Locthwain. So if our opponent like is able to just counter everything, then we can Castle Locthwain to get out of the situation. They've already used 2 counter spells too, so they have to have counter spell number 3, which they do have. We've got a ton of mana, got a Blast Zone for another 1 mana creature, we've got a Damnation for a Murktide Regent, we've got Castle Locthwain to refuel. Yeah, I'm not done with the deck tech, just let me multitask a little bit here. I guess we will Thoughtseize first. Do they actually have counterspell number 4? They don't. They have Archmage's Charm 4, so I'll just take the Charm here. Then Damnation. Then Castle. Then pass. So we still have the Force of Negation to be mindful of. Does miss like a lot of our threats like Golos. Come on. Golly. What a, like just the best possible top deck. Yeah, I would play the DRC. I don't think I like the Profane Tutor here, because like even though it gives you that selection, oh my, okay, one best possible top deck deserves another. This is not lucky at all. It's just complete justice. One best possible top deck deserves another best possible top deck. It's just completely fair. Okay, so we can Takenuma to get back Archon of Cruelty or Golos end of turn, but they're going to heat this, so I'm just going to get the Archon back.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Yeah, so like, yeah, Profane Tutor, it is good with Lutri, I guess. The Profane Tutor is probably fine. Alright, let me just sack the Blast Zone here. I think. Could be bad, because now I don't have enough mana to Archon, but now I think I do. Not my my math isn't just super perfect with this deck yet. Okay, they pack it in. Yeah, the Takenuma's been great. Okay, let's get a 4-1 prediction and then do the deck tech finish the deck tech for the Lutri deck real quick. Yeah, I feel bad recommending what is absolutely just my pet card. Oh, they're trying to figure out which cards to cut. I see. Well, there's like a lot of loose thoughts, a lot of potential cards to cut there. I think I'm taking the counter spell. Wait, hold on. They're on the play. No, so they're on the play, so I need to take the charm because on their turn 4 is when I'm going to start casting my threats, and then so if I don't take the charm, they're going to be able to draw 2 first. Seems like they're maybe playing a Blue Moon deck. I mean, maybe Blood Moon's not in their deck because they're playing Cascade Bluffs, but it also doesn't really cost me almost anything to just get the second basic swamp this turn. And then I'll be like pretty well insulated against Blood Moon. Okay, thank you, Ian. Good luck to you. I love the Lutri decks. I've been kind of wanting to build a Lutri deck in paper. I need to like just start sleeving up more of my decks. Like really, all my cards are pretty loosey goosey right now. I have a lot of them loaned out too. Three mana. This is like Typhoon. Prismari command, kill my map, loot for 2. That's okay. Don't mind that so much. Discard the Bolt we know about and the Cascade Bluffs. There has Counterspell, Snapcaster Mage, and 2 mystery cards. So now they have 4 mana up. So Inquisition of Kozilek is not actually going to be that helpful for fighting through a counterspell here. I guess it is just like 1 mana trade for a counterspell, which is still maybe the best thing I can do. No, let me get a Cling to Dust. I'm gonna get Cling to Dust because they've got to stop the Snapcaster. That's just too good. I can maybe just Takenuma this turn. Maybe not because I don't have like anything to definitely get. Maybe I should just wait. And the Charm is a pretty good draw. Yeah, you couldn't. I don't think you could ever print a red Urborg because of they're definitely not playing Moon. These lands are so nice. So here's the question: if I go for if I go for like a Golos here, is my opponent going to Snap Charm or are they just going to cast Counterspell? Because if they go for Snap Charm, I'm actually doing pretty good. I think that there's a really good chance they just go for Snap Charm. Ice my Cabal Coffers in my upkeep. Can play in Flashback Cling, but with the Snapcaster in their hand, I just want to wait, I think. Snapcaster, Counterspell, 2 mystery cards. One of them is Consider. I think it's likely to finish the cycle, but not in Modern. They'll probably be in Commander products. Isn't Valakut, like, Red Urborg still problematic in Commander? I could be wrong about that, I guess. So it looks like they drew a Murktide Regent. I have 9 mana next turn, which is enough for Golos, Bloodchief's Thirst, or Griselbrand Cling to Dust. So I think I'd rather kill the Murktide than resolve the Golos. Heresy, I know. If they drew another counterspell, then, you know, good beats, I guess. Okay. thankfully did not draw another counterspell. So their hand is Snapcaster, 3 mystery cards. Cling with Merc on the stack. They have a Snapcaster in their hand. I think the Cling is just too valuable with them having Snapcaster in hand. Red Splash for Bioforce is an option. I don't think we need Bioforce because like we're a Karn deck. We have Blast Zone. We have Ratchet Bomb. Like we're like for a mono black deck, we're surprisingly good at dealing with artifacts. I do think you can splash a color, but just like we've had a lot of people come in and like pitch a splashed color, and like I just like haven't been sold on any of the pitches yet, I guess. Kind of awkward lagging got by Pierce. Yeah, I think getting got by Pierce is fine. Like these more controlling lists don't play Pierce nearly as often as like the Ragged Man lists do. Opponent hits me with the whoa. Yeah.
Do you want chorizo and egg tacos?
I would love some, yeah. Okay, bummer. Do have the Takenuma to get Griselbrand back, though. Start off with Karn. Yeah, Subtlety? Golly. Crazy series of draws. But if they don't top deck another counterspell, we do get to go Karn for Bridge. Yeah, thinking about their top card, I bet it's a Murktide Regent. Yep. Oh man, yeah, there's like just no card that they would think that long on besides Murktide. They've already used 1 Prismari command and 1,000,000 Snapcasters. You're kidding. What the fuck? Come on! Ah! We're dead! Golly, this is such a frustrating game. Golly, what do you do there, huh? What do you even do? Yeah, they inflicted like a really unreasonable amount of psychic damage there. I guess, yeah, adding 1 Cavern's what we could do. I think I'll just play 1 Damnation. I'll bring in the Emrakul if they're going to be like super heavy counterspell, slow control deck. It's not as good. Emrakul's not as good here against blue-white, I'm sure, but I could definitely see situations where it's good. Yeah, I don't like that Voidwalker just turns on all their removal. It's not bad against them, though. And they may even side out a lot of their removal anyways. Oh, sorry, not a 1-lander. I'll take the Spell Pierce to make it just a little harder for them to counter Lily. I wonder if they'll counter my Profane Tutor because I know I missed a land. I feel like nobody has it in them to counter Profane Tutor, though. See what happens. They might have it in them. If they do, I get to probably resolve Liliana if I draw a land. Guess they could Subtlety. That'd be fine. Did draw a land. Then discard the second Liliana. Discard a mountain. Okay, so I'm just going to tutor for a fetch land so that I can push their Subtlety. If they counter this, like, you know, whatever, right? Probably gonna discard Emrakul here. Discard Otawara. So they have Flusterstorm, Subtlety, 2 mystery cards. Okay, not going for the Subtlety. Kind of unexpected. I think I'll discard the Invoke Despair. Since they've got the Flusterstorm. They discard the Subtlety. So still has Flusterstorm, 2 unknowns. Fetches and shocks. Second Subtlety. And his Flusterstorm mystery card. Can't Flusterstorm the push though. Yeah, I like these islands a lot. I don't know how good they look in paper, but they look really good on Magic Online. Probably look good on paper. So yeah, again, Flusterstorm, 2 mystery cards here. 3 mana main phase, probably Charm. Yeah, Charm draw 2. Plays a land. Passes. Upkeep Crack. To fire my Liliana. Okay, land will be so freaking good here. I mean, not the end of the world. They probably discard their Flusterstorm now. Oh, if they just draw a land, they get to Hall of the Storm Giants, my stupid Liliana now. I think they look amazing in foil. Yeah, I bet so too. Yeah, they do discard the Flusterstorm. Yeah, so if they have a land, they get to Hall of the Storm Giants me. I guess it has to be a non-Hall of the Storm Giants land. But they just don't. I mean, they probably have a counterspell as the last card, but I mean, you just play Golos before activating Liliana, obviously. I guess I'm edicting. So we're both top decking. They have to tap out to kill Liliana if they want to. Hall deals so much damage. Wait, oh, this is 7 to activate. No, it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. Never mind. Get a little confused. Maybe it should be 7 though. All right, ignoring Liliana, totally fine play here. A lot of good draws. Not one of them though. Dead to top deck bolts. Opponent's definitely been drawing really hot this match. Could maybe just sack this fetch land immediately. We should have actually. Should have sacked it. Okay, so we do this. We plus Liliana. Then we have the ability to draw 1 card. Oh, we messed up. Oh no. We messed up. Because now I can't. This is Ward 4 or Ward 3. Yeah, I should have not tapped the coffers to Castle. Nah, I could have, right? Or did I have enough? Did I not have enough to? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, awkward. Sorry, chat. Sorry. I mean, we're not like super likely to win the game, anyways. Maybe we definitely would be in much better shape. We have to play like that whole game at 1 life against the blue-red deck with a bunch of burn spells. Okay, shout out to the downers. Still liking the mono black deck a lot. Golos still feeling like a big upgrade to the deck. I think I'm gonna call the stream a little early again today. Sorry to do it 2 days in a row.